The time has come, people. Now we're to my ranking of the Leprechaun franchise. Now, even though this ain't a perfect franchise, there are some that's very enjoyable. And stuff. There are some that's very enjoyable, but there's also some that's not good at all. But there are quite a few that's enjoyable. And so yeah, now let's start this ranking. Coming in at my number 8 has to go to Leprechaun Origins. Definitely Leprechaun Origins. Now, I don't even have to explain much, because if y'all see my last review of the Leprechaun franchise, my last review, Leprechaun Origins, that movie just freaking sucked balls. That movie didn't have nothing to do with Leprechaun, and then it's a monster killing that don't got nothing to do with Leprechaun, and then and then a lot of kills like quick cut. It's kind of dumb. The kills are not interesting. The characters are not interesting. And you don't even get to see barely the killer, like the killer's face. You don't get to see the monster's face that much at all. So yeah, Leprechaun Origins, fuck that movie. I hate that movie with a passion. It's worse than Seed of Chuck, and that's a powerful statement, because Seed of Chuck, even though I hate that movie, it still has some redeeming factor in it, but not a lot, but some. And then Halloween Resurrection, this movie's way worse than that movie. It's way worse than Freddy's Dead too, and that's even more of a powerful statement, because this movie's just garbage. This movie should have never existed. Leprechaun Origins, fuck this movie. So yeah, now coming up number 7 has to go to Leprechaun 2. Now, this film is pretty much a lot better than Leprechaun Origins, but Leprechaun 2, the acting's not as good. The kills are a little bit interesting. Where the old man, where the leprechaun puts the pot of gold in the old man, he rips it out of his stomach. So yeah, he rips the gold out of his stomach and stuff. All that big pot of gold out of his stomach, the old man's stomach. Then they do some comedy scenes here and there in it, where this old man gets drunk and he's just goofing around. That was pretty funny. And Leprechaun 2, it's okay. It's a man movie, it's a man movie. So yeah, it's at my number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Leprechaun in the Hood. Now, Leprechaun in the Hood, I kind of enjoy quite a bit. Some characters are better than others in this film, but I enjoy quite a bit. Some of the kills are great. But I didn't like the very end, where it's so cheesy, where the Leprechaun's trying to rap and stuff. That ending was so cheesy, the way the Leprechaun did that. So yeah, Leprechaun the Hood is still interesting film, and stuff. It is interesting, but it's just at number 6. Coming up number 5 has to go to Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Now from here on out, these films are decent to good. Alright, so Leprechaun Back to the Hood. It's sort of the same plot as Leprechaun in the Hood, but this one had better kills. So yeah, this film, I enjoy it. Coming in at my number 4 is Leprechaun 4. Now, a lot of people are like, why would you put that high on the list? Now, a lot of it is nostalgia, because I remember I had like the VHS tape of Leprechaun 4, and I enjoyed it. I know it's corny that he's in space and stuff, but where can you go from here, to be honest? Sort of, Leprechaun 4, it's decent, the kills are good. The kills are pretty good. Leprechaun 4, it's not the best, but the kills are good. I like the fact that it took place in space a little bit. And then there's some funny scenes in it that I laughed so hard at. So yeah, Leprechaun 4 is at my number 4. Coming in at my number 3 is the original Leprechaun. Now, this film don't hold up as much as it used to, because as a kid I used to love the original Leprechaun. And but now you look back on it, the budget ain't as good. Of course, there's a lot of horror movies that don't have a good budget. It's still good movies, but this film, it's still a fun movie. So coming, and then the characters are likable in this film too. Jennifer Aniston was great in the film, and there's a lot of other people that was great in this film. And so yeah, that's why it's at my number 3. Coming in at my number 2 has to go to Leprechaun 3. Now, Leprechaun 3 is a lot of people, it's sort of a fan's favorite. It's a fan favorite. A lot of people love this movie. I love this movie. It was so close to becoming my number one, but Leprechaun 3, I think it's like, I love how it takes place in New York City. You know, you have some gambling happening in there, and you have some decent kills in this film. Actually, there's some kills that's there's some kills that's creative in this film. You know, there's a lot of creative kills, like that one where Leprechaun, like this woman, you know, had this coin that apparently it does all kinds of crazy magic and stuff. And then Leprechaun sitting there, like, he shows up, and then he ends up making her freaking lips swell up, and making her boobs swell up, and her ass swell up, and make her explode. She started looking, you know, oh, hideous, and then he makes her explode. That was a creative kill right there. There's a few creative kills, and I love how it takes place, you know, in New York City. And you have some gambling happening there, which is awesome, because I always like a good gamble in a movie, you know, watching it in the movie and stuff. So Leprechaun 3 is at my number 2, and then the characters are pretty fun. So yeah, Leprechaun 3 is at my number 2 because it's a fun movie. That's what this franchise is the good ones or the fun ones. So yeah, Leprechaun 3 is at my number 2. Coming in at my number 1, I can't believe I'm saying this, Leprechaun Returns. Leprechaun Returns is my favorite for a lot of different reasons. One is because it's the goriest one out of the franchise, and then 2, they bring Ozzy back from the original, and he was great in this film. And then 3, the guy that played Leprechaun did a pretty good job. You know, I didn't think nobody else could pull it off, but Warwick Davis. But it looks like this Leprechaun, the person that played this Leprechaun, pulled it off. So yeah, Leprechaun Returns. It's a very well made movie. You know, it's probably the best shotted, you know, out of the franchise. Like, you know, it felt more of a bigger budget than the other movies in the franchise. It felt more of a bigger budget than the other ones, a little bit more. But like, I know this one's low budget, and you know, because it went straight to digital, and then it also went to DVD. So yeah, Leprechaun Returns, of course, a low budget film, but it seems like they put a little bit more of a budget in Leprechaun Returns than the rest in the franchise. But yeah, Leprechaun Returns, I enjoy this film a lot. That's why it's my favorite one in the franchise. And so yeah, Leprechaun Returns, damn good film. I enjoy everything about this movie. So yeah, like I said before, the Leprechaun franchise ain't, you know, the biggest horror franchise of all time. You know, they got some that are fun, but you can't put them up against Freddy, Jason, Chucky. You can't put them up against those, you know. But it's still a pretty good franchise. You know, this franchise probably does have its fans. It probably does have its fans and stuff. So yeah, Leprechaun Returns, in my opinion, is the best one. So yeah, Leprechaun Returns. So yeah, I guess that's for this ranking video. Let me know in the comments below what y'all's ranking. How would y'all rank the Leprechaun franchise? I would like to hear them. I like to hear y'all's thoughts on all these movies. I like to see how y'all would rank them. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe and share. And also hit the bell so you know when a new video is uploaded. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. And I'm out. Peace.